not sure it gets much more stressful than hearing a diagnosis of you having kidney cancer when you weren't even expecting a thing. This happened to me several years ago, and I'm sure glad I had learned beforehand what the Bible teaches about healing. So I knew how to respond in the day of crisis. And today I'm going to share 3 biblical truths that help me not to worry about my health. I'm Donna Rickett, the Stress Buster Coach, and I've helped hundreds of Christians to bust free from stress, worry, and fear using biblical principles. One of the leading causes of stress I hear from my clients is health-related, either their own health or that of a loved one. And the stress comes in all different forms, either from the actually being in pain or incurring a huge medical expense or getting the scary diagnosis, or the wondering if, what's going to happen? What will happen to my kids if something happens to me? You see, health problems cause stress, and stress causes health problems. And as always, to stress less, we need to go to the Bible as our ultimate authority, our instruction manual, our guide. And there we'll find these 3 biblical truths. Number 1, Jesus took care of our healing on the cross. Now, I grew up in a church, and so I knew scriptures like, by Jesus' stripes, you were healed. But I just thought that meant our relationship with God was healed, or our broken, sinful nature was healed when we were born again. But then I ran across Matthew chapter 8, 16 and 17. When the evening came, they brought to him many who were possessed with demons, and he cast out the spirits with his word and healed all who were sick. Why did he do that? To fulfill what was spoken by Isaiah the prophet. He himself took our infirmities and bore our sicknesses. Well, to me, that was extremely clear that the words weaknesses and infirmities that we see in some translations in the book of Isaiah, where this verse is quoted from, chapter 53, it's saying that what happened on the cross is talking about physical healing being included. It was not just spiritual healing, or actually I should say that the spiritual healing that took place on the cross when Jesus said, "It's finished." Well, that also impacts our physical bodies. Now, number 2, sickness in our bodies is very much a spiritual problem. One doctor said, I find a high percentage of my patients are not sick in their bodies so much as they are sick in their thoughts and emotions. They're all mixed up with fear thoughts, inferiority feelings, guilt, and resentment. Can you relate? And he found that he needed to treat the spiritual problem. He quoted scripture to them, and he prescribed them inspirational and religious books on how to live. And he found that it helped them. Another doctor said that in treating human ills, the physical and spiritual are so often deeply interrelated that there's no clearly defined dividing line between the two. This is why I, as a coach, help people with stress from the spirit, the soul, and the body aspects. Your soul being your mind, your will, and your emotions. You know, my pastor at my church was found dead on the road, and they know that he was without a heartbeat for at least 13 minutes. And the doctor that treated him said, "We know what we know about the medical part of things, but the power of people's faith is real." Now, spoiler alert, you can watch the testimony of his stunning recovery in a link I'll put with this video. But our health and our faith, they're intertwined. Number 3, calm faith brings you through. Now, Jesus said in this world we would have troubles. But what I've discovered is that God never leaves us in the troubles, but he brings us through. Listen to Psalm 23:4. Lord, even when your path takes me through the valley of deepest darkness, fear will never conquer me, for you already have. You remain close to me and lead me through it all the way. Your authority is my strength and my peace. The comfort of your love takes away my fear. I'll never be lonely, for you are near. Isn't that beautiful? In our next video, I want to keep this conversation going, and I'll teach you the 3 best ways to have calm faith. I'm on a mission to help Christians to not just accept stress as something we have to put up with until heaven. It is not God's will for our lives. We are to be reigning in life and spreading the fame of God's goodness all around the world. And being sick in our beds or in too much pain to help somebody is not going to do it. If you found this video helpful, do me a favor, please. Share it on social media or tag someone that you know needs this information. And if you'd like more tools, tips, and training like this, check out the free gift I have for you down below.